Okay, 5 Minute Crafts has a cybercrime problem. This channel is so huge. 5 Minute Crafts. Are you John Smith for the... I've said before, they're not prescription. It's just a blue light filter. Because I'm looking at a screen and it's like night now, so I don't want to burn my retinas.
In the entire world.
Okay, grandma mode activated. Okay, yep. Okay, they're coming off. They're coming off. I did try. Now I'm sacrificing my eye health, so I don't drop my actual my MOG score. Holy Riddler. They are the Riddler glasses. They literally are the... I've said this before. They're the same glasses that Paul Dano wore as the Riddler. Like, I looked up the exact model and then I bought them. They got a blue light filter in the actual lenses.
A channel called 5 Minute Crafts.
On today's episode of What the Fuck is 5 Minute Crafts Doing? Get you some Gatorade lids, grind that shit the fuck up, melt that down, use your fucking saw to even all this out, and then...
Thank you, John, for the 5. Lesbian. Thank you. Is your picture the thumb people from Spy Kids?
Melt this, Yeah, I'm telling you, these people, there's something wrong with them. Oh, no toilet paper? Well...
You can literally tell that this was filmed in, like, Eastern Europe or Russia. Just immediately you can tell. Everything in this video. Skibbity toilet.
Well, just tear your fucking shirt up. You're tired of falling asleep while you're reading a book? Just tear the fucking book up. Pour some water in the glass. This shit right here fucking pissed me off. I mean,
Did you say Greta Thunberg?
me off.
Yeah, they got so... I wonder, because I've noticed that you get channels that are fucking enormous and they just fall off completely. They've either fell off or they've become shorts merchants. Yeah, no, the views are terrible. It's over. I mean, they are pumping it out, though. These will definitely be compilations that were previously uploaded, though. Yeah, those views are terrible. I bet you over 100 mil, over 100... Yeah, 200 mil, 180. Now, they're probably doing the shorts merchant route. Yeah, they're still getting good views as shorts merchants.
Over the years, there's been quite a bit of mystery surrounding this channel. It's universally hated, and it's...
So unfunny. Like, actually so unfunny.
Life hacks are typically just absurd solutions to problems that no one has ever had. So the internet, unable to pry their eyes away, has been asking the question, who is this channel for? Why do they even exist? And how did it get so big? Agreeing that something weird
I am from trans.
has to be going on here. The theories
Just, it'd be like a battle, like the India flag against the trans flag. Which one's going to win?
started spreading. So, last year, Mia and I went online and purchased the corporate records for the Soul Publishing. Our goal was to answer these questions and finally put this to rest. There's plenty of weird channels.
I'm not putting the glasses on. If I put the glasses on, I'll look like Paul Dano, so I'll look like... I saw this one tweet that got like 80,000 likes from a trans woman, and she said, like, young Paul Dano, when he had the really long hair and stuff, looks like every, like, early white trans woman ever.
On the internet, and this is just one of many.
I think I've had, like, 3 people that have worked on the team previously, and they were all trans. And there is some truth to it.
We thought. The corporate records led us to an offshore entity in the British Virgin Islands, then to another one in the Seychelles. We dug some more and found that the founders of the Soul Publishing were listed by name in the largest investigation in journalism history.
The biggest leak of financial...
Okay, bro, fine. The glasses go on for one video. I don't know where I put... Oh, there they are. One video, that's all you get. They keep getting loose. I need to, like, get my screwdriver out to tighten the actual lens on it. I mean, the lens isn't even... How bad does it look? Oh, it's over. The lens isn't even glass. It's just plastic. So it's actually harder to see with them on.
records in history.
An investigation that exposed a shadow financial system hiding the secrets of the world's most rich and powerful.
A massive document leak is revealing the secret financial dealings of some of the world's richest people and most powerful leaders.
They're dubbed the Pandora Papers.
Over the past 8 months, Mia and I have been documenting our journey as we searched every corner of the internet, combing through thousands of documents from lawsuits, corporate filings, and tracing the online breadcrumbs left behind by those at the Soul. In doing so, we discovered some really weird stuff. Connections between the Soul Publishing.
They look really good on you. You should go blind, so you have to wear them constantly. I don't think you need glasses if you're blind. I think you need a walking stick.
A network of alleged cybercriminals, and a US-sanctioned arms dealer. This video was supposed to be an explainer about the most hated channel on YouTube, but now it's not. It's about what happens behind it.
Stupid, dumb life hacks. Absolute mayhem.
Like, there are people in, like, offices somewhere coming up with this.
Thank you, Painted. For the 2, Granny Pyro needs her glasses to see the video. Okay, look, if you're going to bully me, can you at least give $10 for the TTS, you brokey?
I've never actively sought out to watch a 5-Minute Crafts video. I don't subscribe to their YouTube channel, and I haven't liked them on Facebook, yet these videos constantly appear on my timeline. That's a quote from this article. But around the internet, I've been seeing a lot of other people saying the same thing.
Thank you, Dex, the Prime.
For years, even the mainstream news has been asking, how? And they seem to have come up with the most simple explanation. It goes like this. You come across one of their videos, you watch it, and it's something borderline upsetting, like telling you to drill into a hot dog so that you can use it as a straw for your wine.
It almost borders on that bad actor stuff, if you remember that, like half a decade ago, and it was basically just disguised fetish content.
Video is absurd. So you become upset and you comment something mean, but then your comment
Holy, are you telling me that 5-Minute Crafts were like the original rage baiters, like before clip farming?
accidentally boosts engagement, driving more traffic to the video. Others watch it, they get mad, and then the system repeats itself. This is called rage bait. It's the theory that most people accepted, including myself. It makes sense. At first. 5-Minute Crafts is not a standalone channel. There's 5-Minute Crafts DIY, Play, Family, Like, Teens, and they have millions and millions of subscribers. If you combine all of their subscriber counts into one channel, 5-Minute Crafts would be the second largest in the world. This 4-step process is phenomenal at generating views. But step 4 is that you swipe away. You watch.
Rage bait like fake mink. What's that song that he has that's really good? I've been listening to Fake Mink a little bit recently. Thank you, Kay, for the 23 months.
Get mad.
You coming back to be honest? Yeah, eventually.
Comment.
I've just got a lot going on at the minute. I've got one of my... I've got an assistant who's... and an editor that's moving into the city like next week. And I'm trying to finalize that stuff.
Cynical glasses.
And then I've got to like trial my assistant and stuff. Because I'm actually looking at getting a studio to stream from as well. I don't want to be streaming from my apartment constantly. So yeah, I've just been like really busy looking at like what the next steps are for that.
And leave. If you hate a video, are you subscribing to the channel that made it?
It's so good, man. I fucking love Australia. Like, I can't even buy a house here. Because you can't buy a house if you're an immigrant, which is great. Because my plan was to like try and buy like a streaming house or something like that, but I'll just have to try and look for an office space and just get charged out the ass for it.
As I was mapping out the history.
Trialing your assistant sounds wild. Not really. I mean, the guy I'm getting over has been editing for me for a while, but he's Australian, so I thought, you know, my brain is absolutely scattered and all over the place. You know, I'll get really good ideas, I'll write them down, and then I forget about them. Like, I have this huge problem where I get loads of really good ideas, but I never finalize them. So I need to actually have someone to help me finalize them. Like, but I'm not even joking here, literally a carer. I'm not even joking. There are loads of YouTubers here that I know, like Swagger Souls, like Chad, and they have assistants as well that help them with ideas. I mean, I got no problem with ideas. I get ideas all the time, but it's like then carrying it out. I mean, one alternative would be to get on ADHD medication so I can actually concentrate, but then it's like, yeah, I don't want to do that.
Of 5-minute crafts. I came across several things that didn't add up. One of them is buried in its origin story.
Like doing the non-confession stream? Exactly! No, literally that, bro. Like, I've had the fucking outfit sat on my desk for like a month, and I still haven't got around to it. Literally stuff like that, so I can actually build a timetable and then be like, okay, we need to do that, like, non-massacre stream, like, now. And we need to get bits set up for it and stuff. Like, no, genuinely, stuff like that.
A story that begins here, in a city named Kazan. A young computer programmer named Pavel has an idea. He creates a computer programming company called LIXIL. Through this company, he builds systems for clients.
Why does he have glasses? It's a new bit.
Like this one, a now scandal-ridden Forex broker called Teletrade. The following year, Pavel gets together with a friend of his, and
It's Nick A30.
they decide to create a blog together where they talk about advertising, of all things, and they call it AdMe. Pavel and his friend decide to do something strange, even though
Don't know, ignored. Thank you, Barbers for the 10. Obese furry streamer Pyrocynical suffers apocalyptic cortisol spike, gets mogged by Russian Chad no fuckers. No fuckers be like, guys, Putin's bad.
he's not making much money, Pavel reaches out to the British Virgin Islands, all the way over here, a world away, and he creates a company there. He calls it LIXIL, the same name as his programming firm back home. The British Virgin Islands are what's known as an offshore tax haven. It's a place where anyone can open a company, funnel money through it, pay no taxes on that money, and no questions are asked. Their secrecy laws make it
Looking at this guy reminds me I've got like a beard appointment for electrolysis in a couple of days.
so that there's no simple way for the public, journalists, or lawyers to identify a company's owner. Companies registered here play a key role in facilitating tax evasion, money laundering, and corruption. Why Pavel does this?
There's some guy on Twitch that absolutely hates the guy in this video. He has a punchable face. This is not how Americans speak. His cadence is pissing me off. I think it's fine. It's just, you know, YouTube essayist accent. I don't really see a problem with it.
Is not totally clear, but his friend from the advertising blog named Mark
I think what you guys need to understand is like when you're reading a script, you do, unless you're literally a voice actor and you're given direction for like a show or something, you're gonna default to this typical kind of cadence. I do it as well. I do it. Like when I'm doing a Pyro Live video, I change my tone of voice a little bit. But I don't mean to, I just kind of do. You know? I don't really like to read from a script when I do Pyro Live videos. Like, I have notes and stuff, but I don't read a script word for word because I know I just kind of get into that cadence of like da 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 da, that kind of thing. That's why, because usually my notes are on the screen, the monitor below me. That's why when I'm recording a video, I'll speak to the camera like this, and then I look down at my notes. That's kind of why my eyes go up and down a lot. Because what a lot of YouTubers do is they have like one of these. It's like a it's like a teleprompt. It's like a teleprompter. And I bought mine months ago, but I still didn't set it up because I was like, I don't want to read the words from the camera. That's kind of gay. I don't know. I just didn't feel like it was very natural, so I just never actually set it up, even though I bought one. Because you can see a lot of YouTubers, like I've noticed this a lot. Like there are people like, and obviously no hate to them as well, like Atozy, Wendigoon. There's probably a few others as well. When they look at the camera, they kind of do this a little bit with their eyes. It's very subtle, but you can see that they're scanning the lines because the auto prompt is like, the teleprompt is like scrolling through the script. It makes output incredibly efficient. But I don't know. I just can't do it. I did actually, you know what's funny? You know that video, you know that picture of me on Instagram dressed as a woman? Where I'm wearing the red dress. Hang on. I don't think I actually told a lot of people about this. There's a video that I made, but I canned it. I cancelled it. Like it's never coming out. Yeah, so this This picture, these pictures I took when I was in Stockholm, there was a girl called Lumi, and she kind of helped me, you know, dress up and stuff. Like, really nice girl. Like, she did an insane job. So with this, the funny thing is, this was actually for a video, and the video was about, what was it? Does anyone remember that dog shit Netflix film that came out? Something Perez? Emilia Perez? That's it. Yeah, Emilia Perez. So I was going to dress up as a woman and then talk about the Emilia Perez film because the main character is a trans woman. And I did kind of think, wait, is this really bad? Because, like, I'm not trans and I'm dressing up as a woman. Doesn't this just, like, kind of make it sully the message? But then I had, you know, I spoke to, like, some trans friends and stuff, and they were like, no, it's fine. But yeah, no, I scrapped the entire video. I didn't like it. But in that video, I was reading from an auto prompt, a teleprompt, one of those Elgato ones. And I just didn't like it. It just felt very kind of, like, artificial and stuff. But yeah, I scrapped that entire video. I recorded all of it, sent it off to be edited, and then I just said to the team, I was like, guys, I'm really not feeling this. Like, I just think it's best we just don't put this out. So that's basically the only surviving thing from that. Because yeah, I just wasn't really feeling the video, to be honest.
Marat is a part of it too, even though Marat's name...
Release the video, it's dog shit. I mean, I made that video because people kept asking me to do, like, main channel film reviews like I used to, and I wanted to get back into it with that. I mean, the video could have done well, but I don't know, I just wasn't really feeling it. So we kind of cancelled it like a third of the way through. Thank you, bro, for the 25 months.
Isn't listed on the archived staff page at LAXIL. It's all quite strange, but over the years, the two of them keep building their advertising blog. And in April of 2013, they hire a computer programmer who is working on...
Release it for members? Oh no, that's lost to the annals of time, dude. Like, I don't back up my videos or anything.
Technological...
I should be like Dream. You remember when Linus built Dream, like a 30 petabyte server or whatever, to put all of his speedrun videos on?
Systems for a state government in Russia and Russia's Ministry of Finance. And that year, almost overnight, the blog shifted, abruptly changing their format from an advertising industry media outlet into the Russian version of BuzzFeed.
Dude. Oh, take me back to like 2017, man. You were just making videos shitting on BuzzFeed. Everyone was eating so good with just the most basic takes imaginable. It was so easy back then with BuzzFeed.
As a part of this shift, Pavel and Marat...
Dude, I was going back on my older videos and it was like... I was like literally fucking misogynistic. I mean, I still am, but now it's like ironic, so it's funny. But yeah, it's actually crazy how like everyone's takes have shifted over a decade. It's almost like people can change. It's kind of crazy.
Promote one of their writers to editor-in-chief. And while they, quote, remained in the shadows and avoided social events, the site's new editor-in-chief was tasked with growing the site's audience. And it worked. Over the next year, AdMe went from a small local advertising website to the most popular media resource in all of Russia. And reports started coming
Fruit Island was cancelled. It's fucking over, boys.
out. The reason for the success is unclear. How did that happen? At the top of her game, the newly promoted editor-in-chief does something...
Once I was watching Cry of Fear video with someone, and the only time he laughed is when you made a joke about women not being able to drive. Yeah, sounds about right.
out of the norm. That summer, she quit. She didn't say why she quit. Pavel and Marat both declined to comment. And after trying to start her own company, the former editor-in-chief did an interview saying, "Nothing I've done since AdMe has come close to those numbers." The reporter asked her, "Why do you think AdMe took off so much?" And she responded by saying, "I think it would be incorrect if I started talking about this now."
Right, we got a situation. Walter White, Felina, red dot sights, laser pointers on the employees.
What are you trying to say? Well, like, if I'm reading between the lines, what are you saying?
I feel so sorry for people with his like cut and his mustache, by the way, because people hate that shit now. It's like the Curtis Connor look. You know, this, like, I think this guy looks great. Not gay, but Now it's being dubbed like safe sleazy. It's actually crazy. Like it's, what is it? It's like the mullet and the mustache kind of thing. I thought that was actually a Photoshop. Like just the same face of Curtis Connor twice. Yeah, I don't mind it. It's whatever. I have noticed though, like a lot of YouTubers that are like hitting my age, they do tend to start growing out the mustache now. It's like I could never.
Why do you think Admi took off so much? 9 months later, Pavel and his friend Marat set their sights on another offshore haven.
Perry, you look like a Russian draft dodger I know. Yeah, cheers, mate.
A country with a corruption issue that for the last 9 years had been selling citizenship to anyone willing to pay. Cyprus.
The hills above Limassol are filled not with the sound of music, but the sound of construction. The building boom is being fueled by Russians, and the seafront of Cyprus's second biggest city is being transformed with luxury high-rise flats. The government has earned more than $5 billion from selling Cypriot passports so far.
You know how much money is made in construction? It's crazy. Like everyone does the bit and they complain saying, why did these buildings take so long to make? But it's like, because they make money by delaying it as much as possible. I remember seeing this one video about like New York, like why is there always scaffolding in New York? And apparently they save a lot of money by just never fixing the buildings and they just put up like temporary scaffolding.
They hire this guy named Arthur, who was the CEO at the European branch of Teletrade, that scandal-ridden Forex broker that Pavel used to build systems for. Shortly thereafter,
you should do a review on Jacob's Ladder. Jacob's Ladder is a really good film. Like it inspired Silent Hill, pretty much. I really like Jacob's Ladder.
The Admi Twitter account goes dark. Russian authorities raid the Moscow offices of Teletrade, seize their stuff, documents, computers, and charge Teletrade with fraud on the Russian criminal law of swindling.
That is like the most made up law. Why does that sound so unofficial?
Definitely seems like something was going on in that time frame. But Pavel and Marat, after hiring this guy to be their COO, pack up and move to a city so overrun by the
like fraud hits so much harder than swindling.
Offshore system that more than 1/5 of the people there are Russian. And this is where 5 Minute Crafts.
Look up Jacob's Ladder piercing, not on stream. You know what? Seeming I've seen that film, I don't want to, I think. That's definitely going to involve someone's penis or butthole or something.
Is born. 4 months later, they have 1 million subscribers. So they create another channel called Brightside. 4 months after that, Brightside has 1 million subscribers, and 5 Minute Crafts has 5 million. So they launch another channel, and another one, 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 and another one. The following year, Pavel and his friend Marat open a company to run all these channels. They call it The Soul Publishing. And 5 Minute Crafts passes Eminem in subscribers, then Rihanna, Taylor Swift, WWE, Ed Sheeran, Dude Perfect, Justin Bieber. It sets a record as the fastest channel to reach 50 million subscribers. And just 2 years after launching, as T-Series is approaching PewDiePie, there's marches in the streets of Estonia with people holding signs saying,
so they were doing it on the down low, because I remember even Mr. Beast was supporting the subscribe to PewDiePie thing.
Up to PewDiePie, planes flying over Manhattan with PewDiePie banners. 5 Minute Crafts becomes the 3rd largest channel on YouTube. And The Soul Publishing, across all their channels, reaches 100 million subscribers.
It's got to be bots then, right? You can't even say kids, because like they'll be subscribing to PewDiePie.
So The Soul, on their website, they say that they get roughly 100 billion monthly views with a B, and they have 15,000 influencers. I don't know what this means. I don't know if that's them saying they have 15,000 YouTube channels. When you click this check out our brands thing, it shows you their brands.
But only 9 of them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
The top down is we have access, confirmed access, that they run 9 YouTube channels.
What's that 15K number then?
No, I know. I speculate that they have like hundreds, if not thousands, and I want to know what they are.
The Soul, for a lot of their large channels, will disclose that they own it by having this email listed. For others, they'll put this link in the bio. But there are
She really had to like space out 6-7. Just say it like Die.
Countless other channels that for some reason the soul doesn't want to put their name on. So, like, kind of unsure of what to do with that, Mia and I set out to find as many of their undisclosed channels as we possibly could, using a variety of methods like this. Go to one of their channels, make sure it's theirs, go to their shorts. Notice that all of the comments look like this for some reason.
Yeah, it's like, that's not even kids or ESL. Like, it literally is bots.
Weird. Grab the title, search it, and...
If you see a comment of saying, hi, love from India, India flag, like, you know that's an actual legitimate Indian person.
Oh my god.
Click into those videos, look at the channel. Millions of subscribers, the same actors, the same sets, and it's verified. It's theirs. And for some reason, it also has the same comments. Reverse image search, boom. Same actors, same sets, verified, same comments. We did this over and over and over and over again.
Jiggle, giggle. They done lace my short. They've laced my short. Oh, they gave up. They got fucking Opila Bird from Gartner Ban. My god. Oh, you were never popular. You're a shorts merchant, right? There we go. Yep. I need to pull out this tooth. Why is she wearing a wig? Wow, he grew a new tooth back immediately after. That's crazy. What are the comments? Them, no dentures were harmed of making of this video. Unironically, like a 2-year-old. Buena Tactica. It's just all emojis. It's all emojis. Yeah, these are holy bots. There's not even a lot of comments. There's only 100 comments.
Again, discovering over 700 YouTube channels.
I could do this all day. This is a
Dead internet? No, dead internet theory is like, it's not even a theory anymore.
someone has made a rabbit hole that has no end on purpose. Someone has made a rabbit hole with no end on purpose. For people like you and me to suck all their time into trying to figure out how many of their things there are.
Others have come to the exact same conclusion.
Thank you, Sean, for the 3. Type of shit your cousin watches when he looks at his iPad on a family gathering.
After doing their own research, noticing that it is really hard to find all of their channels, saying, for some reason, the soul is trying to keep them separate and secret.
I just want to say, that is how you create a haystack to hide a needle in. So what's in there?
What is like the most viewed 5-minute crafts video of all time? So the most popular of all time, holy grail hacks that will save you a fortune. Okay. And then you go on to shorts. Best summer hacks for smart parents. Viral. Okay, this guy looks a little bit soy. I want to watch this. He would have been much happier if it was a Switch 2, but anyways.
There, man. Because 1 hour of looking at these and I'm like, cool, there's some really bad shit underneath this. That is the only reason why people would make this many fucking channels and videos.
Some of their undisclosed channels are easier to find than others, like this one, LearnToon, and its spin-off, LearnToon Zoo. It's a kids channel that the Soul has posted job listings for, almost won an award for, and once posted on LinkedIn saying it's theirs. Yet for some reason, on the channel itself, there's no email and no link. I'm going to show you a video on this channel. It's a short, it's only a few seconds long, but while you watch it, I want you to ask yourself, how many views do you think this video has? Seriously, I really want you to put a number in your head.
200 mil.
Ready? It shows an AI-generated child struggling
300 mil.
to hold a marker that falls through her AI-generated fingers. Her AI-generated mom has an idea.
Okay, now I feel like I'm shooting too high. 70 mil.
And fixes the problem with a hair tie. That's it. That's the whole thing.
120 mil?
What's your guess?
120 mil.
How many views? I'm sure that because of the way I asked this, you guessed a number that was actually much higher than what you thought it deserved. Maybe you said 1 million. 2, 3, 4, 5 million?
That was close.
No. This weird AI-generated video of a girl struggling to hold a pencil has 1.1 billion views.
What? Yo, what? Actual Gangnam Style views, Despacito views, what?
So 1/8 of the world population supposedly watched this video. Nearly every
It was me, guys. I'm sorry. It was all me. I fell asleep. I fell asleep with short some
channel they run is remarkably successful. Their old editor-in-chief was hush-hush during an interview, and all of their channels have comments that look like this, or this. As if that wasn't already enough to be confused about, over time, we know...
You know, I kind of realized, if you guys want to get my channel shut down, like, immediately, when I upload a slop, just comment emojis and nothing else. So it just looks like the comment section is flooded by bots.
Just one other thing. Many of their undisclosed channels would disappear.
Okay, let's take a step back from this spreadsheet.
Okay.
What are you thinking? Do you have questions?
I mean, I'm just trying to keep my thoughts to myself for the most part, but my head is just like, bot farm, bot farm, bot farm.
This is the largest YouTuber in the world. They make tens of millions of dollars every year. What if it's all fake? So I built a tool. Paste the channel's URL, it finds its 10 most popular shorts, scrapes every comment on them, logs what they said, who said it, and when they said it. Then it goes into the commenters' profiles and grabs the exact timestamp that the account was created. So when I run this, we should be able to see exactly how old the commenters' accounts
No, not on the stream, guys. I don't want the stream being taken down.
were when they commented. I picked 15 YouTube channels run by the Soul at random and ran the scraper on them. What we found was that the Soul Publishing has almost definitely not been telling the truth. This is a chart that comes from the comments on the last video that we posted on our channel. It shows how old the accounts were at the time that they commented. Some accounts were less than 125 days old, but most of our comments came from accounts that were created between 10 and 13 years prior to their comment. Compare that to the 15 channels run by the Soul.
This chat isn't real. Shut up.
So my name is Onur Varol. I'm an assistant professor at Sabancı University in Istanbul, Turkey.
Onur has degrees in electrical engineering, physics, a master's of computer science, and a PhD in informatics. He's written countless academic studies about online bots, and he literally built the tool Botometer.
I would love to give you some context and then show you some data that I've collected and get your thoughts on it.
Okay, I'm excited.
Here we have account age at comment time.
Oh wow, less than 1 minute.
Okay, so you're starting to see it. Let me sort A to Z here.
That's quite strange. So how come?
Thank you for being around.
They were all made within the same second. It could be real. I don't know.
This account commented 0 seconds after it was created.
I mean, it's not humanly possible, right? You create an account on Google and then immediately go YouTube, find the video, and then comment under it. Like if you try to do it in a really fast way, how many seconds will it take? Not really sounds like a normal behavior.
Thank you, Mercy, for joining.
For those type of things, you don't need too much evidence. Like you don't need to go and get a verbal confirmation from these account owners that they say we are bot accounts. So it is far from being a normal account, I guess.
Bro's just
One of
jealous.
the channels that we scraped, called Polar in Portuguese, had 588 comments from 0-day-old accounts, the most out of any of the 15 channels that we scraped. I went back to check on it, this channel with over 2 million subscribers, and all of its videos were gone. On February 25th, 2026, a court in Greece sentenced 4 people to 8 years in prison. One of them, a former commander of an elite Israeli intelligence unit. Another, his ex-wife, a lawyer.
I know chat's gonna go fucking crazy now that that's been mentioned.
The two of them built one of the world's most advanced cyber weapons and the company around it. It's been used by some of the world's most brutal regimes to spy on journalists and political opponents.
Oh, look at that chat rate just quadrupled. Crazy.
It's a spyware, aptly named Predator. The founder's ex-wife, named Sarah Hamu, was the architect of their offshore scheme. Their offshore companies
Someone just said, of course, it's Greece again.
concealed their activities. She built a far-reaching corporate network.
Thank you, Crystal, for joining.
Which shielded them from regulators. We only know this because in 2023, the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists published a report, the Cyprus Confidential. Based on more than 3.6 million leaked files, it exposed their global surveillance empire, ultimately leading to their prison sentence. I'm only telling you this because while operating offshore entities on its own isn't incriminating, you need to know how this system can be used. On September 27th of 2019, Forbes Russia ran a report about Pavel and Marat. They mentioned LIXIL by name, and just 3 days later, LIXIL, their offshore entity in the British Virgin Islands, was voluntarily shut down. Whether or not they're doing anything shady behind it, the founders of the Soul Publishing are a part of the offshore system. The same financial system used by Russian oligarchs to avoid sanctions, Jeffrey Epstein to hide his money flows, and the Predator spyware network, which operated 2 offshore entities out of this address. Right here. Under the logo of the Soul Publishing. Hey, real quick, I want to take a second and tell you about today's sponsor. While those that are...
No. Get that bag. Get that bag, but no.
What we found.
Mia, my God, it is so much worse.
Good.
It is so much worse than you think it is. Okay, you ready?
Sure.
Here is an article called Business in Cyprus, How Russian Intelligence Exploits the IT Sector to Expand Their Influence Abroad. In this article and a bunch of others, IT sector to expand.
Why is like the first thing I saw there's a furry there. That's like the first thing my eyes locked onto.
Expand their influence abroad. In April of 2020, news broke that Cypriot IT companies had decided to donate 1 million euros to a state fund. The article names the companies of the owners who made donations. Servers.com, The Soul Publishing, created by the founders of the AdMe website, Pavel and Marat. Now, I think you'll find it interesting to learn that this donation, this 1 million euros, was for COVID relief. In Cyprus, the Minister of Health, he's not a doctor. The guy has a master's degree in hotel management.
Scary.
Thank you, Mr. Beast, for the $200. $200 from Mr. Beast. What? What? That might be him. Hell no. It had like 5 zeros on the end. I love Mr. Beast now. What the hell? I take back everything I said. Thank you, Mr. Beast, for the $200. That's insane. He's actually turning over a new leaf. Finally. Like, this is equality, guys. A billionaire giving money to the millionaire.
Today, this guy is the Minister of the Interior in Cyprus. He is in charge of who gets what.
Yeah, thank you, man. I really appreciate that, though. Seriously.
Passports in Cyprus.
Pyro asked for more. Yeah, could you add a 0 on the end of that? Cheers.
So I started looking up these names. Who are these people that donated with Pavel and Marat? That's when I stumbled upon an article published in September of 2025.
He's definitely going to donate in 2 minutes and be like, oh shit, bro, I added a 0. Can I charge back?
25. It's called Deniability by Design. It mentioned many of these people and these companies or their subsidiaries that donated with the soul. The report, coming from a cybersecurity firm led by a 23-year veteran of the NSA, alleged that many of these people and the companies they either are or were at some point connected to.
Methbot. You actually called something Methbot. Crazy.
Are a part of, through a tangled web of shell companies, a coordinated campaign called Vane Viper, which they say has provided core infrastructure in widespread malvertising, ad fraud, and cyber threat proliferation for at least a decade, and that this crew runs their own campaigns as well. They mention companies like these that they say are part of Vane Viper's tangled web, and name people that are connected to those.
I am Mr. Beast.
Thank you, Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast. $200 again. That is insane. Thank you so much, man. I am not Mr. Beast. I am Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast. Mr. Teeth. Thank you, Jew, for joining. That's actually your name. Okay. That $400. Thank you so much, man. That's insane. W's in chat for Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast. Not Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast.
Those companies, like this guy, Pavel's friend, Alexei Gubarev. They also mentioned that Gubarev's former companies have been connected to malware and botnets in the past.
In flight.
Like in the Steele dossier, which asserted that the servers of Gubarev's companies helped to transmit...
Degenerate, furry programmer, or drug dealer? Yeah, true. It's one or the other. Definitely.
Malware and steal data from the Democratic National Committee. Gubarev denied all of this and sued BuzzFeed for defamation, who published the dossier. But the case was dismissed. Gubarev wasn't found guilty of anything, but an investigator concluded that his company's infrastructure was used in the DNC hack, as well as other malicious campaigns, like an attack on Ukraine's power grid. The report does not allege that he or his companies were directly involved, but it said there was a pattern, that his companies...
Thank you, Kia, for the 30 months. Pretend I said something unfunny for YouTube. 6-7.
Infrastructure has been a resource to cyber criminals to launch attacks without...
There is someone that really wants me to dress up as Pomni. That they've talked about that the entire time in this chat.
Fear of repercussion. That he and XBT's...
4 more of those donos and you can afford a new commission. True.
Executives do not appear to actively prevent cyber criminals from using their infrastructure. Gubarev, his companies, and those mentioned in the Vane Viper report...
Thank you, James, the Prime.
...deny almost all of this, which is what Infoblox, who originally published the report, said was the whole point. Deniability by design. You should read this article and the response for yourself. We've linked it below. One other thing that Infoblox says is that many of those mentioned in the Vane Viper report have used the same lawyer, a man named Val Gervitz, who they say plays the plausible deniability card.
We didn't know we were running a botnet.
I went back and found this lawsuit. Social Coaster
And I didn't have to look very far.
Just opposite the...
They made a donation with
For
these...
today's shout out, Neil, I will see to it that 2 more Fat Foxy the Pirate statues are enacted at the parks of Tel Aviv as per your request.
Thank you, Mr. Netanyahu, for the $10. My God. Thank you, BB, for the gifted.
Guys, and they share a lawyer. They're definitely part of the network. But to like what extent?
I am poor Max Xing, donating only $10 to my favorite streamer. I know I should be sending more to the millionaire.
True.
But I am getting too finance mogged, so I implore you to take my money, Mr. Slopman. And for once you have a decent haircut. Lamau.
Thank you, Crystal, for the 10.
When I was talking to Owner, he pointed something out that I hadn't considered.
I mean, hypothetical scenario. I might purchase lots of fake followers, make them follow you, and then tell some journalist.
I mean, we're being so open with all this botting and stuff. I still remember when the Night Media CEO was saying, like, you basically have to bot viewers to be successful now. Like, you know, someone that high in authority and a position just saying, yeah, you need to bot now. Sorry.
Take a look at your account, because there might be some fake followers, and once they investigate, they will obviously find it, because people who give this whistleblow is actually the ones orchestrating it. So it can also be used to attack someone's credibility.
That is very interesting. There's really no way to prove, even if you can prove there's bots on an account or some sort of algorithmic manipulation, you can't say that the person that runs the account definitively purchased those bots.
Yeah, unless you find some credit card trails and things like that. But even with that, it is quite hard.
And he's right. It's not definitive. While the evidence looks like bots, we can't prove that it was them that did this.
I mean, in every bot, there should be some kind of like scripted behavior. You can always add some randoms around it.
When will you LARP as King at ADK? W Speed.
Kinger? Oh, the King chess piece guy from Amazing Digital Circus. How would you even do a costume like that? Like the bulging eyes and stuff.
But there should be some patterns.
Huh. Okay. So what he said gave me one final thought, and it's what I'll leave you with.
So if there are multiple accounts sharing those self-similarities, that's kind of like an interesting signal for us. The type of thing that I will look at from comment text is kind of like some entropy measure, how diverse the comments are type of thing.
If these are bots and someone else is paying for them, why do the comments on the channels that they don't disclose match?
Yeah, he's got floating hands like Rayman as well.
The comments on the channels that they do disclose. How would the person buying the bots know that those channels were theirs? In late 2022, Pavel and Marat stepped away from day-to-day operations at the Soul, and they named a new CEO, a man named Arthur, their longtime COO and former executive at the Europe branch of Teletrade. And the Soul Publishing rebranded to the Soul Group. The Soul Group doesn't just run a bunch of YouTube channels. Over the years, they acquired majority stake in Underscore Talent, a YouTuber management agency, and MediaCube, a company that's literally an official YouTube partner. And if you go on Reddit, you'll see former workers saying that the Soul is a masterclass in creative exploitation.
Me lord, I come bearing slop. The r/memes Reddit Discord imploded. What happened? Half the mod staff probably killed themselves with the amount of 6-7 memes they saw.
A content sweatshop where creativity goes to die. Depressing. Saying...
I mean, that's just late stage YouTube at this point. I feel we're definitely in late stage YouTube now, where it is just AI content farms putting stuff out.
Actual creativity is swapped out for the use of AI. And they also banned meetings and emails. But besides being a content farm, there is some evidence that they might have cheated their way to the top.
Yeah, possibly.
And if that is true, I cannot
that,
even begin
1
to
second.
imagine how much money they would have made off ad revenue.
Dude, it would take a kid making a YouTube account longer to go on a speed stream and comment W speed.
On these views. I sure hope it's not what it looks like. Because honestly, I don't know that YouTube has ever had a scandal to that financial scale. So anyway, to end it up, I want to show you that The Soul Publishing made a channel called I Am Polar, which is like a Hatsune Miku ripoff.
Thank you, Crystal, for the 6. How cooked is your sleep? This cannot be a good time to stream. It's like 7:45 at night. I woke up pretty late. I'm trying to get up early, but I swear, like, sleep for me is just, it takes me so long just to actually shut my brain off.
Yeah, I saw this.
Her top video has 11 million views. She herself has 6.38 million subscribers. Wildly popular. However, go on over to Spotify. 21,000 monthly listeners.
Yeah.
The song that has...
That's like nothing compared to how many viewers most people get on Spotify.
Has 11 million views on YouTube.
Yeah.
It should be more on Spotify, if anything.
Has 300,000 listens.
Great. Great. Great.
Wait, I wanna listen to this actually. Hang on. What was it called? Close to You?
Great.
Wait.
Has
Close to You. It's not even coming up. This is crazy. Look. I look up Close to You, Agatha, and then just Logan Paul wearing the SS uniform. You can't even find it. I'm trying to look at like a song that's not even... Heart's Accelerating. Let's try that. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, yeah, this is garbage. AI art as well, by the way. It's that nasty kind of AI art where you can just immediately tell. Dude, we need, like, you guys need to apologize to Iron Mouse, like, right now. Genuinely. That's rough.
300,000 listens.
Great. Great.
It sounds like Die Antwood. Are you on meth and coke at the same time? That's the worst take I've ever heard in my life. Do not speak shit about Die Antwood. Look, man. I Think You're Freaky is like such a good song. And I'm not only saying that because of the nostalgia that it was in Far Cry 3.
Great.
We reached out to The Soul for comment, but they did not reply.
Do not communicate with the press.
So, The Soul, if you're watching this...
Low-key, YouTube in the far future might ask YouTubers to do interviews in person, kind of like a job interview. Nah, I don't think so. Oh, maybe. I mean, there's offices in like every major country, right? Yeah, that's... Damn. Nah, I still don't think so. I think it will just be like, show your government ID or something to like verify, because we're already going down that route anyway.
We would genuinely love for you to clear this up. Thanks again to Delete Me for sponsoring a portion of this video.
Yeah, that is like scary stuff though. Holy.